Hi everyone, my name is Mason. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to be working on a nice deep hip stretch. So if you have a lot of tension in your hips, this is a perfect stretch for you to do. I really enjoy doing this before or after a run when my hips are feeling super tight. All you'll need is your mat today, and let's go ahead and get started. Let's get started in a wide leg child's pose. So our knees are going to fall to the widths of the mat, toes are going to come together, and using our hands, we're just going to walk our body forward. Really sink into your hips here and just rest your forehead between your arms on the mat. Start to take in a nice deep breath, fill your belly up here. And exhale, release. Let gravity just pull your hips down. Let's go ahead and walk our arms to the left side. And then we'll walk it through middle to the right side. Let's go ahead and go back to middle, and then we're gonna press up into a tabletop. From here, we're gonna transition to a downward facing dog. So go ahead and tuck your toes under. We're gonna push our hips up and back. Try to press your shoulders into your thighs. Open up your heart center here. Let's go ahead and pedal out the dog. Release some tension in the backs of your legs, your calf muscles, and your hamstrings. Really press into your fingertips here and spread your fingers out wide. Maybe let's take a moment to shift our hips to the left and to the right and try to keep your feet flat on the floor. From here, let's go ahead and take our right leg up for a one-leg dog. And we're gonna plant it through and come into a low crescent lunge. Let's go ahead and raise our arms to the ceiling. You can keep your toe tucked or flat, whatever is comfortable for you. Let gravity just pull your hips down here and really sink into your mat. We'll take one moment here. Let's go ahead and bring our arms to frame the front of our foot, and we're gonna start to pivot our back leg to a 90-degree angle facing the back wall. We're gonna start to do a modified open the gate. So our front leg is gonna come straight, and we're just gonna gently place that left hand on the mat and reach forward. And breathe here. We'll take one more breath. And let's release. Use your hands to come to the middle. And we are going to come into a Molassana, a yogi squat. So the goal here is to take your elbows and press your knees out to get a nice deep hip stretch. Hands can come to prayer, or they can stay on the mat, wherever is comfortable for you. And we'll hang out here for a few breaths. If it's comfortable to rock from side to side, you're welcome to do that. A little bit of dynamic stretching can sometimes ease the pose. And we'll breathe here. Let's go ahead and plant our hands onto the ground, and we are going to stand up for a wide leg forward fold. You can bring your hands to your hips or leave them on the ground, whatever is comfortable for you. And let your head just fall between your arms here. And let's start to make our way to a downward facing dog. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and pivot to the left side of the mat. Left leg is gonna meet our right, and let's take another moment to pedal out the dog again. This time we're gonna drive our left leg up to the sky, and we are going to pull it through between our hands and go into a crescent lunge just like we did on the other side. Let your hips just sink here and feel a nice deep squat. Breathe here. Arms can be raised or on your hips, whatever is comfortable for you. And just like we did on the other side, we are going to start to open the gate. So we can use our hands to help us transition to this movement. Right leg is going to come in a 90-degree angle and face the back wall. Left leg is going to be straight. We're just going to fall onto the right side. Place your hand on the ground. Arm is going to reach over top your head. And breathe here. We'll take one more second. And let's start to use our arms and come again into a squat position for a yogi squat, Molassana. This will be our last time doing this, so if you want to try to go ahead and take your elbows and push your knees out, you're welcome to do that. If it's more comfortable to just let your hands rest on the ground, you can do that too. Just ease into this pose, take a nice deep breath. We won't be here for too long. So now, instead of going to a wide leg forward fold, we're going to grab onto our ankles and do a nice mobility exercise here. So we are just going to go ahead and stand up, straightening our legs, and then we'll squat back down. And let's do this a few times. This is a nice dynamic stretch that really helps to open up the hips. And we'll do this one more time. And back down. From here, let's go ahead and make our way into a tabletop. So we are going to take this right leg and we are going to cross it over our left. We'll take some cat-cows in this pose. Drop your belly to the mat. Bring your gaze up. Exhale, round your spine. We'll do this a few times. And let's start to come back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to use our hands to walk and sit back on our bottoms. So now we're in a nice cow face legs pose. From here, we're going to move into eagle arms. Square your arms out into a cactus. And let's go ahead and cross right arm under our left and twist here. If sitting like this is not comfortable for you, you can just come to a nice seated position. We'll just take a quick shoulder stretch here. And let's go ahead and gently come out of this. We're going to make our way back into a tabletop, uncross our legs, and we'll repeat this on the other side. So let's go ahead and take our left leg, cross it over our right. We'll do a couple cat-cows here. So let's inhale, drop your belly to the mat, bring your gaze up to the sky. Exhale, round your spine. I know this modified cat-cow can be a little bit awkward, but it helps to bring just a fun little transition before we go into cow face legs. And let's finish up and come back to a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to use our hands and gently just sit on our bottoms. Again, let's cactus our arms out to a 90-degree angle. And this time, the left arm is going to cross under the right. And we'll go into eagle arms. We'll take a nice deep shoulder stretch here. And let's gently release. We are going to end with a butterfly stretch and then move into a turtle. So let's go ahead and let the soles of our feet just gently touch together. Gravity is going to do all the work here. It's going to pull our hips down, pull our knees down. But if you'd like, you can go ahead and just take your hands and do an extra little push. We're going to hinge at our hips and just fall over here. Take a nice deep breath. Let's go ahead and press our legs out. Hands are going to go underneath our legs and try to clasp onto your feet. And this is a turtle pose. Go ahead and let your head just fall between your legs and your arms. This will be our last pose of the day, so just take a moment to wind down. And let's gently start to walk ourselves out of this. Come to a nice, comfortable seated position if you're not there already. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep hip stretch. Like I said, this is one of my favorite stretches to do before or after a run to really just open up our hips and feel good for the day. Thank you so much for watching.